Welcome back to Travis Adams Coaching Show here on the BCHS Bear Network, our first show of the year where we're going to talk about Bradley Central Bear baseball. And Coach, I'd like to welcome you to our first show of the season. The season got underway yesterday. As we're recording this on Tuesday morning, we had a big win at Howard High School, who is now a district member. Introduce who you brought with you today. Tell us about this young man here.
This is Cooper Castillo. He's one of our senior pitchers. Has been with us for 4 years. So coached his brother, and got the other brother on the team too. So
That's right.
Yeah, looking for big things from Coop this year.
Well, Ryan's still in the Braves organization down at Gwinnett.
I said if he stays in there long enough, he can probably get a coaching gig. I mean, he's already probably got a good parking spot by now. So
yeah, he probably does. Well, Cooper, you're the old left-hander here. Let me ask Coach first. What advantage does a left-hander have versus a right-handed pitcher? Because you see right-handers all the time. There's not a whole lot of left-handers.
I think it's just the numbers of what they do. A lot of times, the way their ball runs, and just quirkiness of the delivery for them. I batted left-handed, so I hated facing left-handed pitchers because it looked like the ball's coming out of my ear hole. Yeah. So, but that holding runners at first base, another really good advantage for them.
I'd say so, yeah.
Too. So that's pretty much it. Other than their quirky personalities, and you don't know whatever's going through their head because they're left-handed.
We know that too. Cooper, what's your pitching repertoire? Fastball, curveball?
I have a fastball, curveball, slider, and a circle change.
Which one did you think is your most effective pitch?
My most effective one is honestly probably my fastball because I get maybe 4 to 5 inches of run on it.
His most effective pitch is strike one. Then strike
That's the old
two.
Greg Max method.
Then strike two, yeah.
And who was the pitching coach for the Braves? The rocking chair guy?
Oh, shoot.
Can't think of his name, but he says, he always told his pitchers, what can you throw to get a strike on the first pitch?
Right.
That's the important thing.
Right.
And if you can do that, then you're way ahead of the hitters there. Well, I understand we had the big win last night down at Howard, which is now a district foe, and Cooper only got a pitch an inning, I believe it was, and did a pretty good job. 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 outs, and Bears were on their way. Coach had a good game last night.
Yeah, we did. We kind of split the game up and got a lot of people in and got some reps going. That first kind of real time, it's not a dress rehearsal anymore. Got a lot of that out of the way, and so we'll reset and come back at home tonight at 6, and just look forward to keep getting everybody in and then running those getting those reps up.
Well, this year's schedule, I guess, will be Monday, Tuesday for district games. So you play one game on the road, one at home, or vice versa. So you got Howard here, and then next Monday you got Cleveland over there, and then home on Tuesday. But in between there, you've got a big slew of games here this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
We do.
It's part of the McCauley Scenic City Tournament, is that right? And,
Scenic City Classic, yeah. We're one of the host sites for that, so we've got a lot of out-of-town teams coming in, and really good competition. Yeah. So we really got to step it up, and typically the hard thing about high school baseball, Monday, Tuesdays, your best pitchers are going. You cannot mess around, with those games in the district, and then a lot of times your guys have to figure it out, on the weekends where, these are not, gimme opponents. This is it's big boy baseball, and I tell my guys, we're one of the biggest, schools in the state, so we gotta play like it.
Well, it gives you a chance, as you say, with 4 games. We're playing Thursday night at 5:30 against Caney Valley, Oklahoma. Doubleheader Friday at 5 and 7:30 with 2 schools out of Virginia, and then Saturday afternoon, school out of Georgia at 2 o'clock. So we got literally from all over the South there. And then the upcoming games Monday week, or this coming Monday and Tuesday, Cleveland over there, and then Cleveland here on Tuesday. But those kinds of tournaments, do you like to come in early in the season like that and play a bunch of games? I mean, because you got a lot of things to figure out right now, you and your staff, I guess.
We do. We have a lot. You basically have, let's say 2 months to get ready, squeeze 30, something games in, and then regardless, how you do in the district sets you up for the tournament. But it's all practice, until May, and so baseball is kind of timing driven, so it's you want to play as much as you can and get going, and plus around here you might catch 2 days of 70 and then 4 inches of snow.
Yeah, like we just
and then you're down, so you kind of have to fill it up, and and go. It's not ideal to go in like in your matchups. You could have a 1 versus a 4 on a pitch rating thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always ideal, but when one part is down, the other part has to pick up. So that's just part of it.
Well, Cooper, let's talk about your career here at Bradley Central. You're a senior this year.
Mm-hmm.
You have signed with East Tennessee State University. So
Yeah.
you'll be going up to Johnson City. That's a beautiful campus and a great athletic program up there and a lot of sports up there. You had your, I guess, trial under fire as a freshman,
Yeah.
starting the state championship game. And who was that against, and where was that played? I don't recall off the top of my head. Was that it?
It was against Farragut at
Farragut.
Middle Tennessee State.
Well, Farragut, one probably rated the best overall team in the state.
Yeah, year in, year out in
They're
the public
just-
on the public side, they're always going to be there. So, yeah, he had it was a really sink or swim real quick, on that. But I mean, shoot, you run somebody out there, you try to say like, hey, just another game, but everybody knows it's not just another game.
Right.
But no, he did well. We're right there, in the mix of it. One thing goes bad hop here, there.
Yep.
Things could have been different, but shoot, those guys in 2019, they pushed that thing, about as far as it could go, and that was a good group.
Well, you couldn't ask for more. I mean, you've seen it all. I mean, there's not many freshmen I know of, maybe ever, that started a state championship game at Bradley Central, because you don't get there that
Yeah.
very often, But and now, when you're not on the bump, as we call it, on the mound,
Mm-hmm.
what do you play in the position in the field?
I'll either be in right field, first base, or I'll be in a DH spot usually.
Something I always like to ask.
Typical pitcher, thinks he can hit.
Yeah.
Just always up there swinging.
Whether he hits or not, he's swinging up. I always like to ask, I've asked the football guys and basketball guys, what would you like to improve the most on in your skill set to make you more valuable to the team, and later on in college? You say, boy, I wish I could do this better, or because I want to ask you why your coach is sitting here, see if he agrees with what you're saying too. But
Honestly, I'd just rather be out there, maybe focus on competing a little bit more and just being able to give our team a chance to win. And,
are you a vocal person on the field? Are you quiet? Or
I'm more of a quiet guy.
I know your whole family, and I think that's what they all sort of fall in that category there. Coach, is Cooper a captain for you this year, or do you have you selected captains, or do you have captains?
We typically, the seniors are, we lean on them a lot. We don't really do like a vote, who's captain or this or that. It's their last go.
Yeah.
So I think the mark, is theirs. So
Everybody can take you.
yeah, that's how we handle it.
Well, last year you won the district regular season, won the district championship, lost McMinn in the region finals 2-0, then went to sub-state at Siegel and lost 2-0 there, and pitched maybe the best pitcher that I've seen all year long last year.
And is having a really good year for Lee.
Yeah, and the lead coach was there because his son, Mark Bruce's son, plays for the Bears. He was there watching the game, and he was tickled to death in one sense. This is my guy coming to me next year, but they're beating my son's team, so it's sort of.
I think Cooper hit a ball out foul that those games it was so tight, and it's probably a 1-0 game, and I think they scored on a goofy play at the plate on something, but getting to the sub-state and that one game shootout is tough, and on the road probably tougher.
Yeah.
But we've seen it both ways, and our goal each year is to get out of the district, get in the region, and then make our noise there. This year is going to be tough.
Who do you see in the district is going to be your competition?
Everybody, when you line up in baseball, I can go out there and hit the ball hard, right at somebody, or I can go, my pitcher can't find the zone, or you've got a lot of different variables going on, walks, errors, things like that. Good pitching typically beats good hitting. I think McMinn, has some arms. Walker Valley does as well. I don't know as much about Cleveland this year or Ottawa, but Ray County is going to new to the district, and they're always in the mix. So it's really, it's almost parity is usually a thing with our district, and it's probably a lot that way this year. And so who it can make or break it, during that game. 2 out hits are going to win games, So you're talking about a game of failure you're entrusting to teenagers. So, you know what I mean? Like, you don't always know what you're going to get.
And we forget that. So we lose,
Right.
lose that fact that these are young people.
And it's peaks and valleys. It's a roller coaster. If you can, in baseball, if you can level it out and don't get too down or don't get too overconfident and just kind of take it the next pitch at a time, I think you can be successful.
This time of year, is your hitting or pitching one of the other ahead of the other? At this point?
Pitching should be in front of the hitters right now. They just haven't seen it, from that distance or that exposure outside, whether it's dark or daylight or the Bradford pear trees are blooming or whatever it is. There's a lot of variables on that, but it seems our teams typically pitch well and play good defense, and then we figure it out how to scrap some runs, somehow. So,
are you going to rely on the small ball theory this year that your dad used to love to play all the time, or you got sluggers? Or
we've, actually, we hit our first home run yesterday, so we got
piece.
that out of the way.
Yep.
We've had years where we didn't hit a home run the whole year. So, no, we just whatever the game calls on. The pitcher dictates that.
Yeah.
A lot of times in these district games, for instance, you have to manufacture somehow and get those runs, because they're at a premium. And I mean, if you can get a run every inning, then you're up 7 and hopefully keeping them down. So.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself an aggressive coach when you're coaching third base, as all high school coaches do typically?
I've gotten some kids thrown out at home.
Well, yeah, we've seen some few of those, but.
Well, I always think, how many people have we thrown out, at home? I was like, well, I think if I roll the dice, the chances on the guy making a bad throw or the catcher drop, or something, I think are better than. But yeah, we try to put pressure on them and do that. So.
Always pressure the defense. That's what everybody says. You'll make them make that extra throw or whatever.
Or you bring communication into it, and you bring it's not just the pitcher and the catcher out there anymore. You're making everybody talk, and everybody has to do their part. So.
Outside of our district schedule and the upcoming games this weekend, what's your schedule look like as far as the non-district games? Are we going to be hosting Bear Invitational this year?
No, we help host Udawal's tournament, and then they'll have some really good teams in it, and we help host Saudi Daisy's tournament. So that kind of lets us play at home, and lets them worry about the schedule, and getting everything to us. We just pray for sunny days and stuff like that. So I think our off week in district, we pick up McCauley, like a home and away.
Yeah.
So we have a really strong schedule in my mind. I mean, and I think our preseason, and I think Cooper would agree, playing Farragut, playing McCauley, playing Baylor, you see what the game speed is going to be. If you're going to put yourself in that position in May, what the game speed looks like.
Go against the best.
So
Show your week if you can there. With Ray and Howard coming back in, I know the district, we've dropped East Hamilton and Saudi Daisy, but we picked up 2 more, so we still got the same number of teams in there, and it's just a different look. And I bet you the Ray folks are thrilled to death to be out of that central time zone.
Oh, God.
It was the only district in the state that got TSSAA told me that had a split time zone within the one district. That's crazy.
It was so funny from Rusty to Butch, from Ray County, going to Cookville, and I was like, I cannot believe that's in your district. I remember when I first started here, though, Cumberland County was in there, which wasn't as far, but still it was like you're calculating times, and you're getting up on the mountain, and is the bus going to make it, and
maybe
all
coming
that
back
stuff.
later than normal.
Oh yeah.
Our schedule this year looks like we got a bunch more home games than we had last year. Now last year COVID messed everything up.
A little bit.
Or the year before last year, it shut the schedule down. But
I think the tournaments being able to host on fills those. We're usually playing. You got the 2 district games, and then we're having 3 or 4 more games. I mean that's a lot in a week. So.
We got a lot of games for our
That's
Bear
right.
Nation
If we're going to play, it's better to play at home. In my mind, you're right there with everything. You warm up, hit, do everything you need. So.
What kind of shape is the facility? And the field always looks immaculate. 'Cause I know you take great pains.
It's good.
Year around to take care of that.
No, it's really good. We're, this time of year, it seems like when it gets warm, ends up raining. So
Yeah.
we deal with that a little bit, but as long as the infield's good to go, the outfielders just have to figure it out. So we'll get them some muck boots and let them kick around out there. So.
Well, Cooper, when are we going to see you pitching again next? Will it be next
Um,
Monday, or will you pitch any this weekend?
I might throw a little bit this weekend, maybe a couple innings, but yeah, next Monday against Cleveland.
You'll probably throw a lot of guys this weekend. You got 4 games in 3
Mhm.
days. So.
Yes, it's all hands on deck. So, and I told them too.
Johnny
I was like,
Bullpen,
it's
they
not
call
like
it
you
here.
can go out there and it's an experiment. Like you got to figure it out because
Yeah.
there's more games coming, more innings, to eat. So
Preseason's over
yeah,
with. The
that's
fun.
right.
This
Honeymoon's
is-
over.
It's this is serious stuff here. Well, Travis, I want to thank you as always for joining us on our program here, open the season, and Cooper Castillo. Wish you the best this year, big lefty there. Having a solid year. I know East Tennessee State sees something in you. Coach, what do you see in this guy? What are they getting? What kind of guy are they getting?
Well, the left-handed frame is
Yeah.
is there. His velocity and his command is going to grow, and but he's got stuff that you can't teach. And his competitive nature. I think he wants the ball anytime he can get it. And so when you get to college, 1 through 9 in the lineup is some grinders coming at
Yeah.
you. So
Oh, yeah.
I think he'll enjoy that and a place to grow and develop. Like a lot of times we might put the ceiling on somebody as a senior, but as guys, like their ceiling might come when they're 22, 23, 24 down the line. I wouldn't want anybody judging me on what I was in high school, but I think that's a big key to Cooper, there and his mindset. He's never really too up or too down. A lot of times, I think that even keel helps.
Yeah. What would you like to study in school? You made a decision on what?
I want to go
interest
in and study kinesiology and later go on into physical therapy school.
Kinesiology. And tell us what that means you're going to be doing. It sounds like it's in the medical field.
That
Yeah,
sounds like
it's,
a long word. That was the best 3 years
Define that word for
I
us
ever
guys
tried to
here.
pass.
It's basically like exercise science.
Okay. Well, good luck with that there. That won't be easy, Anything in medical,
Yeah.
that's a grind there, quite behave. You can do it. Come from a great baseball family there and everything, and we hope that Ryan get a good shot down there at Gwinnett. Playing catcher, I guess, now, since the trade happened yesterday. And maybe we'll see him playing for the Braves one of these days. Hopefully we will.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully. Coach, thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Cooper.
Gary.
Thank you.
Thank Mr. Gwen Schroyer and his staff here for producing our games here in Studio H12 at Brighton Central. Until next time, we'll say God bless and go Bears.